Alright, 2009 Dodge Journey. It's the V6. I'm doing spark plugs. Seen a lot of people out there asking questions. Already got the job pretty much done. So I'm gonna just run y'all through what you actually need to do. So you're gonna need a 10 millimeter socket. You're gonna need a 8 millimeter socket, and you're gonna need a 5/8 spark plug socket like that. I use 2 extensions on these backs. You'll need the 2 extensions for the back. On the front, you can go a little longer if you got like a longer extension. I put this one on there with those 2 that I got on there already. To do the front, just to make it a little easier, get more room and leverage. As far as getting the intake off, which is I guess people consider the hardest part, I think it's pretty easy. It's pretty self-explanatory. You got 7 10 millimeter bolts, not including the spark plug socket bolts. They'll all be up here, and they all sit along here. You'll see them at the top of the intake. Pay attention to the 3 that's sitting back here. This one, that one, and that one. You'll see them on the back side of the intake, kind of on the top. So you'll take those out. This sensor here is plugged up to the back of the intake up there, I think for the temperature, intake temperature. And then this one is another one that's plugged up right here. You go unplug those. Everybody know unplug the coil harness plugs for the coils. Okay, the trickiest part, not really tricky, but people seem not to miss these. I actually didn't have to take these off because the customer had the spark plugs done before, and whoever did it before didn't put them back on, which they do need to be on to hold the intake down and in place, and you will get a cold from that vibration, and it eventually can crack on you. So you do want to put that bolt back in. There's also another bolt down here on the bracket. You can just take that off. It's a 13. That's what you're gonna need that 13 for. And then the other part of it is this here. This for the exhaust gas circulation and everything right here. These are 2 8 millimeters. Take those off. They'll be at the right here at the top of the intake. Just take those off, and then you just pull it up free. It's pretty straightforward. Just make sure you put everything back the way you had it before. Like I said, these guys, whoever did it before, then put this 13 mil back on there, as well as this one. Those are the 2 last bolts that you'll take off back here on the intake. Let's see what else. Other than that, just take this breather off. Flathead screwdriver. Just take that off. Get that out your way. Then you up free, and then get to the spark plugs. One thing I do want to mention is that these are a little funny, and with the angles of them, you want to make sure that you're going down straight and attacking it at a straight point. You don't want to go in there at a funny angle. You don't really have to use a swivel or anything like that. I wouldn't really use a swivel on it. But make sure when you go down there that you do quarter turns on it. Don't try to fight it and break it all off, because you will mess up the threads. So just take your time, and hopefully everybody gets it done and get the job done. Thank you guys. Peace.